Hello, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Edward Heim. In our last video, I was doing something on cleaning the paint out of paintbrushes very thoroughly. One of my paintbrushes, I noticed that there was some paint still in the ferrule at the base of the bristles. So I had it soaking in my paint remover, and I placed it there last night at 7:30 p.m. and it is now about 1:30 p.m. the next day. So today is Friday, yesterday being Thursday. So let's see what happened. Alright, so this is my test little setup. Normally I try to stick this into a glass jar with tape holding the shaft of the brush, the handle. I'm trying to suspend it so the bristles are in the fluid, but obviously not touching the bottom of the jar because that's going to deform the shape of the bristles. So here I have one of these little baggies I use to transport my brushes, meaning I wrap it around the brush heads. I just have it filled with brush cleaner and restore from Winsor & Newton. So you can still see the offending blue. I guess maybe it started to bled out a little bit. I haven't disturbed it. So the trick is now we're gonna like mush it around and see what we got. So what I'm doing is I'm just working the brush in the same restoring fluid on my palette, working the bristles back and forth. You could already see all this contamination coming out. Part of that is my brush soap that was in the bristles to begin with, but most of it is the paint residue that has now been liquefied, or at least softened to the point where I can mechanically finesse it out of the bristles. So it's hard to see, but it's much better. We'll have to do a before and after photo at the end of this video. This stuff does work. It is a miracle. I have saved brushes. Really, when you think they have to be thrown into the garbage because you forgot to suspend them in oil or clean them, mistakes happen, get distracted, and you have firm paint in the brush. This will work. Fantastic product, worth every penny. I don't remember how much that was. It wasn't much, maybe like 10 bucks. And I've used some of it, but it's paid for itself in a couple of uses. Why replace brushes when you can rescue them? Okay, so put the phone, my camera phone down. Wipe this in a paper towel and come back. So the brush has been thoroughly cleaned and dried. No more blue. This stuff works. Do yourself a favor and get some. Works for oil paints, acrylic paints. Don't know if it works for something like enamel paint, but definitely oils. Time and time again. This brush wasn't too bad, but it still worked. You don't want that gunk getting in there. It's going to start splaying out the bristles. It's going to start pushing them apart from the base outwards, and you don't want that. So you want to keep your brushes in good shape always. This is proof. If you found this video helpful and got any value whatsoever, I would ask that you subscribe, like, and share. It helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.